Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel here at YouTube. Recently Banggood contacted me and asked me if I would like to review some flashlights for them, and of course I'm a flashaholic, I love flashlights, so I instantly said yes I would, they'd be great. So what they've sent me out is this Lumintop EDC05 and this JETBeam JET-1 MK. They both run AA batteries. They will both take AA rechargeable batteries, and they will also, both of them, take a 14500 batteries too. Obviously the 14500 batteries will give you much brighter output and slightly different run times too. The packaging you get, the Lumintop will come in a nice box with its instructions, a warranty card. You also get a lanyard and some spare O-rings. The JETBeam comes in a little plastic clamshell packaging. Again, you get some quite good instructions, very good instructions. Let's have a look. They are multi-language, Chinese and English instructions. You get a little wrist strap, again, little lanyard, a little lanyard with them as well. And also in the packaging somewhere we have a spare O-ring too. There it is. There's a spare O-ring too. Okay, the user interface on both of these is entirely different. With the Lumintop we have a little button just here. So switch it on, and the first setting is moonlight, and then you press it again, you get the next setting. You get several different settings here, and again long press switches it off. A double click and we're into strobe, after which we have the SOS mode here. Long press turns it off. A long press on here will bring it into the memory mode, whichever setting you had last. Long press off again. So if we just a quick press, you can see it's into moonlight there. Let's bring it up to maximum brightness. Long press to turn it off. Long press to turn it on. Straight into maximum brightness again. But if you toggle it down to moonlight, long press off. So basically it's a single click will bring you onto the moonlight setting. You toggle up through the different settings back down to moonlight, long press off, and then a long press on will bring you to the last setting that you had it on. The little JETBeam uses you twist the head like so to switch it on. Again, this has a memory effect as well. And you just switch it off, back on again for bright, and then we have the moonlight setting. So turn it off, leave it for a few seconds, and then we're back onto moonlight again. Moonlight off, back on for that. The next setting, switch it off, leave it for a few seconds, twist it back on again. So again, you've got a memory on there as well. So whichever's the last setting it will come back onto for you. There is no strobe that I can find on here, no SOS or anything like that there. They both have pocket clips, nice strong pocket clips. The one on the Lumintop, you can actually take it off of here because it's facing, so you can carry it in your pocket like so. You can take the pocket clip off and put it over here and reverse it, so you can pop it onto your cap if you want to use it as a cap light rather than one of these head torch things, so you could use it for that as well. The Lumintop, we remove the rear cap, out pops your battery like so. Screw it back up again, you can see there's no ring on there. You could also, if you need to lock this thing out, if you don't want it to come on every time you carry it in your pocket and you don't want it to come on, what you can do is you just turn the head just a little bit like so, and it won't come on at all. Tighten it up again and we're back to normal operation. So you can actually lock it out if you don't want it to come on in your pocket. With the JETBeam, you simply just back it off a little bit. The JETBeam, you unscrew the head like so, and there's your battery. And so both of these will take rechargeables or 14500s. Let's take a look at the lenses. The little Lumintop has a little stainless steel bezel around the end there. You can see it's got an orange peel reflector in there with the LED set right down the base here. The JETBeam has a smooth reflector, and again we have the LED set right down into the back of it, so they are quite good at throwing light out. These are two very nice little EDC flashlights. The two tail caps are slightly different. In the Lumintop we have a magnetic cap on here, so you can attach it to anything metal. The JETBeam has a little thread in here, so you can attach it to a tripod, a camera tripod, to hold it in place where so you can shine light where you need it to be. And they both also have little holes in the back end of things for lanyards, which say are supplied with them. Both of these little EDC flashlights are very nicely machined from aluminium. They both have stainless steel clips. We've had a look at the reflectors and the tail cap differences. Output wise, for the JETBeam we are looking at high is 480 lumens. That's with a 14500. With a single AA battery you're looking at 150 lumens. Mid setting on a AA is 130 lumens, and the low setting, the moonlight, is 1.5 lumens. High on the 14500 will last you half an hour. The high on a AA will last you 1.1 hours. Mid range setting will last you 9 hours, and you'll get 100 hours from the 1.5 lumens. Beam distance 130 meters, it says here. Impact resistant to a meter, and IPX8 2 meters underwater. The Lumintop EDC05 we're looking at on double A's. 2 lumens on the moonlight setting will run for, it says 171 hours here. The low setting 60 lumens is 11 hours. Medium 200 lumens is 2.2 hours. The high setting, it says here 400 lumens, is 1.2 hours. The strobe is 400 lumens, SOS is 200 lumens, and there's a beacon which is just on off is 50 lumens. On the 14500, the moonlight is 10 lumens, 44 hours. Low is 100 lumens, 12 hours. Medium 320 lumens, 1.7 hours. The high is 800 lumens for 0.4 of an hour, just under half an hour runtime on that one. Strobe 800 lumens, SOS 300 lumens, beacon 80 lumens. Beam distance on the Lumintop is 77 meters for an AA battery, 100 lumens for a 14500. Impact resistant 2 meters. Again, waterproof IPX8. My current EDC carry is this little JETBeam JET-U, little Pico thing here. This runs a AAA battery, and as you can see, the Jet-1 MK is very much its bigger brother. Longer run times, more light, etc. Just a little bit larger flashlight to carry around. But yeah, I was quite interested to try this one, since I've been running the little Jet Pico here for a little while, for several months. I've had it several years actually. Very nicely made thing, like its bigger brother here. It just has lanyard holes in the back here. There's no screw thread mounted on a tripod or anything, but it's a very nice handy sized little flashlight is that one. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the beam pattern. We'll start with the little JETBeam, the Jet-1 MK. Right, so there you can probably just about see that. That is the moonlight setting. There's the second setting. Look, it's a very nice little round pattern is that. And here we are flat out, and this is with a AA battery. There appears to be a little hot spot in the middle there as well, a little teeny, I don't know if you can see that on the camera guys, but there is a little teeny hot spot in the middle of that. Let's pop a 14500 in there. Okay, so I've popped a 14500 in here, turn it on. That is the moonlight setting, and as you can see it's a lot brighter than before. Here is the second setting. Again, there's a little hot spot in that, and here is the flat out. A lot brighter on the 14500, as you can see. Again, we've got a little hot spot in the middle there. Let's have a look at the little Lumintop, see what that's doing beam wise. I can see that, but I don't know if the camera can actually make that out. But there is that is the moonlight setting anyway. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Here's the next setting. It's a little bit brighter. It's got a lot more flood to this one as well, look, because of the orange peel reflector in there. Next setting right up there, and here we are, flat out. That's nice. As you can see, there's a lot of spill over there. There's not quite the same round pattern as the JETBeam. Back down to moonlight again. Off. Right, let's try those settings again with the 14500 battery in here. There's your moonlight. You can see that a bit better. Second setting, third setting. Again, it's a lot brighter. There's quite a lot of overspill there. You can see the pattern. Flat out, off. So it's a lot brighter with the 14500. The 14500 I'm using is my little Ultrafire. It's a 1200 milliamp or 1200 milliamp battery, 3.7 volts lithium ion rechargeable. When I first tried this in the Lumintop, the flashlight wouldn't work at all, and what I had to do was trim around the front of the battery here to trim some of this coating away, this heat shrink away, so that it can make proper contact with the contacts inside the front of the Lumintop there. So if you are thinking about running a 14500 and it won't work for you, and it is fully charged like this one was, you'll probably find that you'll need to trim the front of the battery away, the coating here, the cover. Okay guys, so here we are looking out of the window of my bedroom, the studio that I filmed the reviews in, and I've got the JETBeam here. This is the moonlight setting. You probably can't see a lot out there. I can see a little bit with my human eyes, but the camera can't really see it. You can see it flashing on the window here, window ledge. Let's bump it up to the next setting. You can just about see out there with that, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see the clothesline down there. This is the maximum setting. I've got a AA battery in here, and you can see you can illuminate your garden quite nicely. You're talking about 40 feet away down there, guys, and the trees beyond that. There's a corner of my garden, there's the trees beyond that. Let's try the same with the little Lumintop here. There's the moonlight setting. You just about see the window, but it's not really illuminating the garden too much for me. This is the next setting for you. Second setting, again the windowsill. I can see in the garden quite nicely, but the camera doesn't seem to be picking it up very well at all. Boosted up to the third setting here. This is more of a flood than anything else on this particular flashlight. Here we go. This is it flat out on a AA battery, guys, and you can see the garden quite nicely there. And hopefully we can see into the trees there. I'll move the camera so you can see into the trees. There we go. Now you can see into the trees. Look. How well can the JETBeam see into the trees? That's its highest setting, I think you'll find. Yep, moonlight. First setting, second setting. These are with the AA's. So let's get the 14500 in there. Okay, so we're back with the little JETBeam. Right, that's the last setting we had, was completely flat out. That's the brightest setting you can get using the 14500. That's the moonlight mode, and that there is the second setting. It's a lot brighter. You can see a lot more. Moonlight mode. I can see quite well with the moonlight mode of the 14500. I don't think you guys can see particularly well on the camera, but you can, with your eyes, you can actually see a lot better. Let's try the Lumintop with the 14500. Here's the little Lumintop. As you can see, there's the moonlight setting for a start right there. It does illuminate the garden for me, but not so much for the camera. Second brightest setting there. I can see quite well out there, the camera can't. There we go. Third brightest setting, now you'll begin to see stuff. And here it is flat out. Look at that. Look how much brighter that is. Let's just take a look what the tail caps can do. Here we have the little Lumintop. Picks up this little sand residue knife very nicely indeed. And we can mount the little JETBeam onto a tripod to illuminate something, whatever you like, on a permanent basis, so you don't have to hold it hands free. Both of the flashlights will tail stand very easily, so you can use them like a candle, as you can see. I would just like to thank Banggood once again for sending in these two very nice little EDC flashlights. They are two very different styles of flashlight depending on what sort of style you like, whether you like to twist the head to turn it on or off, or whether you like a button and a few more bits and pieces such as strobe, SOS and beacon. This one has the Lumintop has 4 settings, and the JETBeam has 3 different light settings. So depending on what you want your LED flash, your EDC flashlight for, either of these two would be very good. The Lumintop will cost you a little bit more than the JETBeam. What I'll do is I'll put you some links in the descriptive text down below, guys, to Banggood, and you can check out both of these flashlights. Check out price and availability where you live. This is slightly more expensive. I think it's double the price nearly than the little JETBeam. As I say, I've been carrying the little JETBeam Pico, the little U there, for several months now, probably about 6 months at work. It's a very competent little flashlight. Both of these are equally competent flashlights. They're very well made, very well machined. You've got some nice knurling on the Lumintop. We also got cooling fins just here. Nice little rubberized switch just there. Nice knurling just here. You've got some nice machining. They're both very nice flashlights, guys. They're very easily fit in your pocket. You wouldn't really notice. They're not that heavy really, guys, to be honest with you. Neither of them are really that heavy. So, you know, it's something you could carry about very easily. If you need a little EDC flashlight, I don't think you could go wrong with either of these two, to be honest with you. Very well made, very well constructed. Yeah, you couldn't go wrong with either of them. And so I've been using the JETBeam Pico, the little JETBeam U, Jet U, for several months now. I have other JETBeams and Lumintop flashlights about. Here I have my Lumintop in your pocket IYP365. This is holds 2 AA batteries, AAA batteries. This holds 2 AAA batteries. The EDC05 holds a single AA. The JETBeam Jet-1 MK holds a single AA battery. I have a little JETBeam here, the Jet-2 Pro. This has a little rechargeable battery in there. And finally I have my little JETBeam Jet-U, single AAA battery in there, and it can also take rechargeables too. So yes, I do like my JETBeams and Lumintop flashlights. Alright then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review of these two flashlights. I will put you a link in the descriptive text down below, down there. You can go along and check out Banggood, the company. I've been purchasing EDC gear, knives, etc. from Banggood for quite a few years now. I'd imagine probably 4 years, 5 years, something like that. Quite a while. I can recommend the company. I'll also put some links to these two flashlights down there. Click on the links, go along, take a look at the price and availability in your country. I might even have some discount codes for these two flashlights here. I will put those down there too, guys, so you can use the discount and get yourself a nice little discount on these flashlights. Please feel free to let me know down in the comments if you carry an EDC flashlight on a regular basis like I do. And I shall be including these. I've been testing these out for the last week or so, so I'll be carrying these little fellows in the future as well. I think I'm going to have a go with the Jet-1 MK. Next I'm going to be swapping out my little Jet U, my little Jet Pico down there. I'll swap it out for this one and carrying this for a few weeks, and then I shall move over to the EDC05, because I tend to rotate flashlights and knives, etc. in my EDC. You can also subscribe to my channel. There's my Instagram page as well. You can see especially new stuff I get in. You will see on my Instagram page, my Instagram feed, first of all, any new kit that I get in. These have already been down there. There's my if you wish to support the channel, there is my Patreon if you wish to support the channel as well. Thank you very much to all my supporters. But to say, please use my links because for these two flashlights, because by purchasing via my links you are supporting my channel. So thanks to everyone who purchases from Banggood. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor once again. I do hope you enjoyed the review, and I will catch you back here at Rathbone Manor in the very near future then. See you later guys.